Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we've got a bit of work to do on the little mini digger. I've just got to whip off the side panel and get that battery out and hopefully get that changed over. I've got another project starting. I know we should be carrying on with the siding, and we will be. We'll carry on indoors doing all the planing. But I do have another project that needs to be prepared, I would say. So I'm not going to actually start it fully, but I'm going to prepare it. But it's quite a nice day. Nice day today. It's been pretty, well, it's winter, isn't it? You can't complain every day about the weather. So yeah, we're going to get on with that now, get that digger taken apart, hopefully fixed, because I could actually do with it for this preparation of this other project. Let's get on with it.
Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
Got to get this battery out, but look where it's positioned. It's right under the main plate of the excavator here and the side plate, and there's no way of wiggling it out or anything. So I've got to basically take this panel out here, and I think there's only 3 bolts. I don't think there's anything under there, so I'm going to do that now. So what I've got there, 17 I think. What's that? No, looks like 18. Who has 18 mil bolts, eh? I'm hoping this is it, because it'll make it a lot easier. I really need the excavator now. I've got a big hole to dig. I thought it was going to be a small hole, but reading up on the specs of what I need to do, it's gone from what I thought was going to be 40 by 40, which is what, a 1.5 by 1.5 feet, to at least 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet, and it's got to be probably 3 foot deep, so it's half a cubic meter of concrete I've got to pour into this hole. Right, there are 3 bolts out, and I think, yeah, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. Good. This is where the battery is. It's a lot easier. I thought it was going to be another panel to take off. Right, I'll get this battery out, and then we can go measure it and go to the local shop and get a new one. Right, there he is. A little Dewey 6QW. What is it? Must be 45 amp hours. Is that? I'm not sure. I don't recognise any of the actual terms on here. Maintenance free battery. Anyway, I'll just get something similar size. I'll hoover out all this dirt as well. Look at all this. Oof. Just got back from the farm shop, and they had a battery. Now, I wasn't really looking for how many watt hours or whatever, but this is a 45, sorry, amp hours. This is a 45 amp hour. It was more the physical size of the battery to fit in this compartment, and this is a perfect match. It looks actually very similar stickers and things to the one I've got in the that came originally on the machine. So I'm just going to unwrap him and hopefully just throw it in and it will work perfectly. Let's get the clamp on. I just thought I'd check the battery before going any further, and I've got 6.5 volts. It's supposed to be a 12 volt battery. So this brand new battery is basically dead. So it's a trip back to the farm place where I got it from. So annoying, because in France they close at lunchtime for 2 hours, so that's another wasted couple of hours. Ugh. Well, I thought, seeing as I've got to wait 2 hours for the shop to open for this battery, I'd come into the workshop. I've got to knock up some little pieces, some spacers for my motor for my little rally car. We're not going to do a lot on this car within these videos. I did put out a poll, and quite a few of you said, nah, you didn't want to see it. But anyway, a lot of my time at the moment is spent in this workshop. There is my engine down there, attached to all the axles. And basically, I've just got to get it back in the car. But all the little pieces, like I've got to put in a new alternator. It doesn't actually fit this 1960s engine, so I've got to fabricate a few pieces to get it to fit properly. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you what I'm doing in my little break time, and then we'll head off to the shop and get that new battery. Well, second new battery. I can't believe you buy a battery off the shelf and it's totally dead. Right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
So we have the farrier here doing Tyson, getting him all nice and trimmed up. He doesn't wear shoes anymore because he's old. He's nearly 38. He's a man of leisure in his field, so no shoes for Tyson, just a regular trim.
Good morning. We are back on site. It has been a couple of days. We have had the saga of the battery. You saw in the last clip that basically the battery I bought from the shop was 6-volt, absolute rubbish. Took it back. Oh no, it'll be fine. We'll put it on charge overnight. I was thinking, oh, but you know, they're nice guys. So we said, okay, here's a battery. We tried another one on the shelf, and that was only 8 volts. So that was also duff. So we let them charge it up, picked it up the next day, which was yesterday, and brought it back. No good at all. I knew it wouldn't. There's a little green light on the top that indicates whether it's a good battery or it needs charge or it's completely dead. And there was nothing on the little light. So I took my battery, the original, back to my other workshop and put that on charge for 24 hours, then gave it a rest. And then I've charged it up all last night, and I have got the green light on it again. So I'm going to put that back in the machine. I've rigged up a switch, basically just to try and get this moving out the way. I have got the switch on order. It should have been here already, but I just don't have it. So I've rigged up a switch that I had on the shelf, and we've got a little bit of digging to do today, hopefully, if it all works. Right, so let's get this on. It's a shame because the other battery was the exact size and replacement for this one, so it's a little annoying. Right, I've made this switch. It's an old heater switch, so just to save me using my key. Ow, ow, ow. Right, so I've got my white one, which is there. There. Red. Whoop. Well, it does work. I'll just turn that off. That's a good sign. Actually turned it over. So this is a 3-way switch, where it's more than that, but so I can actually turn it over to charge afterwards. There, so I can bundle these in. There. Oh, which one? Does that come off that one? No. Come on. No. Right, so next job, we've got the digger out of the way. That seemed to work okay. Still struggling a little bit with startup, so I think there is a problem with the charging unit. But at least that battery's good. And my switch worked as well, but I'm hoping the Yamaha motorbike switch will be here soon. Next job is one of the power issues. We have gone and, yeah, spent a bit of money. Not too much, but we got a bargain all the way from Spain next door. So we're going to get that offloaded off the trailer and hopefully set up today so we can get the planer going again. Oh, this is heavy. I've not heard of this brand, but it's a 3 kilowatt electric start generator, and it must be good because it's a green product. So, but this is basically, we keep on kicking ourselves a little bit, but this is the first winter we've had in this garage. So we've never actually gone through a winter while we've had the garage. Last winter we were building the garage, so we have no idea what power needs we need or anything like that. The solar, this is the first complete sort of cycle that we know about the solar and where the sun sets and all the rest of it. So this will keep us in good stead until we get the proper solar up there. And even then, when we have a couple of bad days, this hopefully will just trickle charge all of the batteries as well. So 3 kilowatt, it should be good, hopefully. Our last generator has lasted nearly 25 years. So
Actually, longer.
yeah. And that's still running, as you saw in the last video, but it's a bit of a clunk. See if I can get this on.
One man in a box.
Right.
Look like a little kid that's playing with cardboard boxes in.
Oh gosh.
So, I
You'll
think
be in the bloody box in a minute. I've got the digger going and there's a hole coming up.
guys, you don't know what I have to put up with. Help! He wants to bury me.
Oh, so many times.
All the secret thoughts of you guys. We know what you think.
Right.
Get me wheels on.
Now the other side. So these are the little brackets I've got to take out, and then it'll sit on its own little engine mounts. It's like a washing machine. When you buy a washing machine, you have to take those stoppers, shipping stoppers out, don't you? So I've got the oil, some 10W40, exactly what they said in the spec. Right, 600 millilitres. No, come on, away. Go, 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 go.
He says, no, I love you, Dad. I want to be
Stop
with
it.
you.
Floki.
Anybody that has little sausage dogs, they will know
Floki.
how loving they are.
Stop.
But sometimes it can be a pain. Oh, you got both of them. Look, it's sausage love.
So it has a manual start as well as an electric start, but I want to try the electric first. But here's the choke. So I'm just putting them into choke. Because it's dual fuel, I have to select the fuel. So I'm coming down, little light comes on, and then start. Whoa. That's 234 volts, 52.1 hertz. So there's my old unit. So inside I've put on the end of this Oh, if I can get it out. And the end of this extension goes into a socket inside. So my last generator wouldn't charge the portable power supplies, the batteries, for some reason. So there's no load on it at the moment, so I'm going to start them up again. So into gasoline. Do the choke. Now doing the choke, that suggests that I can't put a remote start on it, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. So you can just hear the generator the other side of this this wall. Now I've got my EcoFlow here, which is at 61%. It's charging off the solar about 100 watts at the moment, but I'm just going to plug him in to the generator, and I want to see whether this will charge. Well, a bit disappointing. The generator doesn't seem to have, well, stable enough for these portable power stations. I'll bring another one up a bit later just to see if it's just the EcoFlow. But it's trying, but it's coming up with a little warning which suggests either the frequency or the voltage isn't stable enough, the pure sine wave type thing. Never mind. But it will run all our other tools, so as long as the solar trickle charges these, we can run all our heavy duty tools off the generator. Just to prove that it does work, mainly to myself, I'm just plugging in the Hoover. So that works fine. So the EcoFlow was being charged by the solar panel here, and that's that 550 watt unit we've got. And as you can see, it's up against the siding, and we need to move this because we are going to be doing the siding. So I am going to install it up by where the mini digger is. I'm going to dig a hole, pour some concrete in, and put this on a galvanized post. I found some galvanized posts at our local steel merchant, so I'll go down there, get some, and sort of jury rig some sort of post that will either hopefully tilt maybe, so I can get a little bit better coverage from the sun in the winter. This is, as I said, this is the first winter, so yeah, the sun isn't out for a long time. But I was hoping this generator would charge our battery system, but it doesn't seem that way. If anybody knows how I could put something in between the generator and the portable power stations, maybe to clean up the power, the sine wave, then let me know. Drop a comment down there. And yeah, it's a shame because this generator seems to be quite good other than that. So to get that concrete pad up on there where the digger was, I'm just going to make a small 60 by 60 form, and then at least I know what the width is. But that will take that will form the top of the concrete to make a nice square edge. So I'm just using some of our old form boards, and I'll whip these up into a square, lay it out where it's going to go, and then we've also just got to scrape the top of that part of the bank just to get it all flat, because once this pole's in, I won't be able to get up there with the digger to do that. I'm just going to get my straight edge now and just set it up here. I think first things first, I've just got to clear away. We've got a bit of compost here that we've been collecting, and scrape this flat, and then I can put this down and set up. So I'll just scrape this away. We've got the little mini dumper, we brought that with us, so we can dump that down on the flat bit down there, which is going to be our garden. And we're going to take one wheelbarrow load back to our current home, because we're going to do a bit of work with the chickens because they've made a bit of a mess.
piece at the top produce this much soil. So the plan is we're going to smooth all this out and more soil that we managed to get, so we can level this area out and it will turn into something, but not telling you yet. Veggies. And then site inspectors, true to form, checking their dad's work. Digger 1 Freya and Digger 2 Floki. For dogs with such little legs, they can't half dig. Luckily we persevered yesterday. We managed to get this hole dug. I certainly didn't think we were going to get this done, but last night it absolutely threw it down, and this hole this morning, yeah, we've got a pond. So we can't continue with this project even though all the cement, everything that we need is down here in our tractor bucket. That's what we're going to use. So we're going to lay off this project for today. We're going to go in the workshop, carry on with the siding. As soon as this is dried out, all the cement, everything we need that's down below there, that's what we're going to use up here. And that acts to serve in another purpose, because we need to move all that cement, gravel, everything that we've got stored down there, so we can move everything out again to get our scaffolding up, to put the siding up. So in a very weird roundabout way, everything seems to be connected, but it just seems disjointed to you guys, but it's not, it's all connected. So yeah, we need to get rid of our homemade pond. So it's back in the workshop and we'll continue with the boards. First time turning the Jenny on, we're going to try it out with the wood, so here goes. There. Oh, and I don't have to pull a cord, so I've turned that. Oh yeah. Whoa! Oh, that was easier. Oh, it's easier.
Well, that didn't really go as we had planned. This new generator, although it's supposed to be 3 kilowatt and 2.7 kilowatt rated, it's just cutting out. It's whether it's got too much protection on it, but it just keeps tripping out. The generator carries on, but the output just trips out. As soon as we put any load or slight load on this DeWalt planer. So we swapped back to my little old generator, which is only 1800 watts. And because it's very old, it's got no protection on it, but it just really, pushes it through. So this, even though it slows down slightly, can get our boards through. So 2 problems with the generator I've got. It won't charge my solar batteries, my EcoFlow or the other power stations. And it doesn't want to seem to power my DeWalt, which was the whole reason we bought it. So not very happy at all. I've used all the packaging up because I used that when I was doing the oil as a base to not get it on my concrete. But I am going to contact the supplier and say it doesn't run the basic workshop tools. But if I am doing anything wrong, let me know in the comments with regards to using this generator. And I don't know, it's so disappointing because we were quite excited about having this electric start Jenny that could run everything we possibly need, but and we can't really afford another bigger one. So
the next step now is we're just going to continue planing the sides of the boards, preparing them so that I can start putting my treatment on. I'm looking outside and it's
a bit miserable outside. So we don't want to create any more dust in here.
Yeah, so we're going to just do the sides of the boards and I'll start treating them. We'll make space in here so I can just put my protection on and hopefully we can get them outside soon.
So we're going to leave it for this video. It's been a bit of a mismatch, I know. I was hoping for better things with this generator and things, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. It's real life, which I don't really like real life anymore. We will see you in the next video. Give us a thumbs up.
Cheeky thumbs up.
Please subscribe. We're nearly at the 30,000. We're only a few away. So share the video to others and spread the word a little bit. And we will see you next Sunday.
Bye for now.